Delayed call. Hitman go get it. It's Williams left side. Now out at center. We got a fight. Shipley and Wetch. Wetch crushed Shipley earlier this period. Now he gets a chance to scrap him and see if he can go 2 for 2. Shipley looking to answer back. He takes 2 rights. Down goes the helmet, and Wetch is running show. Carson Wetch has Shipley bent over, and he rams him up against the boards, and both players go down. That one started about 80 feet away from the puck. And both benches like what they see, up banging their sticks.
I don't keep track of these stats, but I think that's Wetch's 4th fight this year, Brad. You mentioned all the scouts in the building today. Wetch right now ranked as probably a 2nd rounder. Will he impress some scouts down the stretch here to go higher than that? But he's added that to his game. Not the fighting, but just the physical play, big body checks, 21 goals on the year, trying to show he's a complete player. And the fights he's been involved in, Brad, he has had the advantage.
Out at the line, the wrist shot is on. Bonaventura saved. Another save, Bonaventura digging his Roarsma, and Bonaventura gives him a shove. The Brandon Wheat Kings are just, how do you put it mildly, aggressive.
A little bit of a different look on this second unit here.
We have a trade to announce. The defense trades with a forward here. Gives him a shove. The puck will come to the line. Here's Manti over now to Hadland. Out at the line, the wrist shot is on. Bonaventura saved. Another save, Bonaventura digging his Roarsma, and Bonaventura gives him a shove. The Brandon Wheat Kings are just, how do you put it mildly, aggressive, I think is an understatement. I don't know what superlative you look for here to describe how rambunctious they have been at the Calgary crease.
Well, you want to play to the whistle, but when it's obvious the goaltender has it covered up, you maybe get to the crease and try something, but Brandon's doing it 2 or 3 times after the initial attempt, and Bonaventura lost his temper after all of that one. He's like, enough. This is the 2nd or 3rd time. Penalties coming up to both teams here, but Brandon looks like they'll stay on the power play for 33 seconds.
The latest
numbers really not that bad. Fan and Cicek, are they going to fight? Yeah, Fan are right. Cicek will try to throw right in the zone, and then they fall to the ice surface. Fan gave Cicek a bit of a shot with, I thought, his stick right in the helmet. And so that was where I thought the original penalty was coming from. And we're waiting to see exactly. These 2 guys will each receive 5 for fighting, but maybe Tri-City will get the extra 2.
Yeah, Fan kind of pointing at the Rocket bench, and all right, he's entitled to do that. That fight, it didn't last long. There's a few thrown, and then they both kind of tumbled to the ice, and I think Fan got a couple in when it was down on the ice as well. Linesman having a little conversation there. Here's the replay.
Yeah, it was Cicek one over the top, trying to throw it right, and then he kind of fell
to the left side. Here is Flamin with it, shooting. Bonaventura the save, and he'll hold on to it. With 4 seconds left in the Kindle Minor, we got a skirmish in the corner.
Okay, so there's talking after the whistle, and now Hadland gives a big shot to the upper section of Moore, and now both are tangled up. That was initiated physically by Brandon. We'll see what's called or not called here, Brad. 4 seconds to go on this power play. Calgary already thinking on the bench, when do we pull the goaltender? What do we do? When do we take a timeout? And you're just hoping you're not shorthanded here, as Moore is going to the penalty box here for Calgary. And Hadland should go off for Brandon.
We will see if that is the case. The penalty gate for Calgary is the only one that is open right now. This could be another Brandon power play, a 5-on-3 for 4 seconds.
No, now Hadland's finally coming over.
Off the ensuing face-off, the Americans send it all the way down. It'll go for icing. Now Flora back behind the net. Bit of bad blood here. Essentially at the 6-minute mark in period number 2. Something I guess we expected in this hockey game tonight. I know Dylan Whiteman is in the mix. Among those in the fracas, along with number 17, Thomas Tien. Tien's a little guy there, but he won't back down from anybody.
No, and they're kind of sorting things out. Albinetti pointing at a few guys, and they've all cleared out.
Ties his man up, Hadland. They kind of wrestle on the ice a little bit. Hadland then pins him down and then gives him a shove, and Chichkin holds on to his stick. And if you're the officials, you got to call something there, don't you? That looked more like what you're going to see in this building on Friday than what is a hockey game.
Yes. Be some wrestling.
Yeah, Dungeon Wrestling at the Dome feature wrestling matches. There's one pregame, there's one in the first intermission, and one in the second intermission. If you're a wrestling fan, you got a bit of a preview there. Hadland and Chichkin.
Yeah, we'll skate 4-on-4 for the first time today. This is the 3rd time there's been coincidental penalties. One was for a fight, One was after the whistle when Brandon was already on the power play, and this should result in 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, Brad.
Chichkin had stood up Hadland. Hadland